I'm at an open doorway, an entrance into a shadowy garden. I'm running away from something, and the garden is the only way through it. I look in knowing I have very little time to decide, and there are giant 1 to 2 feet hairy black tarantulas. They're everywhere in the dark garden. I figure if I go quickly, I might just make it safely through. When I run into the garden, I can see the grass light up like if a flashlight was on every step that I take, and the one ahead. I'm surprised I see no spiders at all. I wonder if maybe they're in the shadows or maybe sleeping. But I had a strange feeling of the garden being an empty one without anything in it except grass and myself. As I get to the other side, I'm relieved, but I notice that there is a window, there's a door, a narrow one. I doubt myself. I'm not going to fit in, I'm not going to fit through. And on the other side, there's daylight and there's people around. But I decide to try and go through anyway. To my surprise, the window adapted itself to me, or when I went through, it just seemed so spacious. And there was space for me, where there was more than enough space for me. I was so happy that that happened. It felt like free and light, and I was at the other side, and the dream ends.
Welcome, ancient dreamers, to my bedroom, which goes in theme with this dream, which is very revealing, very private, very intimate. But hey, that's what this channel is about now, so welcome to my dream. Before I try to interpret this dream, there is something that I'm hearing on the side, and that is like there's a story to this dream, and there's 2 parts to the story. Number 1 is that there's an entrance, there's a journey, there's an entrance, and I'm gonna go through this dark, shadowy garden, and with those scary big tarantulas. And then there is the other side. There's the getting to the other side and making it to the other side. So already there's like a symbolic storyline happening. There's the journey from fear and shadows and doubts, and then there's another story behind it that's of support and light and fitting, belonging. What I did before trying to interpret this dream is, first, I don't interpret the dream. How? Through the Gestalt approach, or Gestalt. The Gestalt approach, which is to just to bring the dream alive by becoming the dream and just feeling the dream in its different aspects. And so without thinking too much, I became the tarantula. And as the tarantula, what came to my imagination, through my intuition, was, we are not of this world. We are in the realm of the mind, of thoughts, of the dark thoughts. But we're also here to help you weave the pieces together. We are helping you along with the light. We also support you. And that is when things started to turn a little bit for me, in that sense, where this dream that I thought was a bad dream was actually a light dream, like supportive dream. I hold this dream dearly. I decided to become the grass and bring that alive in my emotions, in my feelings, once again in my intuition. And I was saying, I support you, the grass. This was the nature, my inner nature. I support you. You are supported. I light your path. You are not alone. And that for me was a revelation moment, when I started to feel that from my inside out. And then what followed was for me, it was being the window, that doorway, that narrow doorway window at the end that was kind of like the obstacle towards the other side, out of that shadowy garden. And the window was saying,
I am here for you. You can look through. You can look through. I am here for you. If you want to go through, I'm open. I'm not closed. It was an open window. I'm open, and I will fit. And you will fit. You will fit right through. You will fit in right. You will fit in. You will fit through. You will fit in. You will fit. and more. There's space.
Because when I went through, I realized, not only did I fit, but it was like, it almost like got to my perfect, what I needed to go through and a little more. So
there's space for you here. You will fit right in. You will fit perfectly.
And that for me was very meaningful with what I'm going through. The other approach is not just to be the tarantula or be the grass or the doorway, but to tell the dream from the perspective of the tarantula. And that went like this. There's a young lady, a scared girl in the doorway, and she is hesitant whether she should come in. She's hesitant to weave her reality, using her darkness as her strength, using her thoughts and her light. Because we are together here, we're not separate. But she's hesitant, but she knows there is no way to break through to the other side and to come with us, and we are here to support her, but for some reason she doubts. But we are happy when she does step in, and once she steps in, we belong to her. We no longer tarantulas. We are just and the energy of dark and light, weaving creation together, manifesting together, and we make it through together. I just did that right now, so this is what I go through. Bad message was just, it was all together, like it was all everything. Oh my God, I'm getting so freaking emotional. Stop. The other side was just like a regular sidewalk, daylight with regular people. It was just people, and that's another thing that it's just people. It's not so scary. And maybe in the past, I've been afraid to do certain things like share my dreams and the actual dream work that I do, because this can be very revealing. This puts me in a vulnerable position, but also in a position of strength. And at the same time, my soul is supporting me. This is the right thing for me to do. After doing the dream work, which actually when I woke up, I wasn't feeling too well because of the big hairy tarantulas and all these things. Dream work is not just fun and games. You're actually going through your stuff. You're going through your shadows, you're going through your light, and that dream is perfect. It had light, it had shadow, it had illusions and delusions and support, and the amazing dark and lightness of that lives within me, that I am dealing with my patterns. So this dream for me was about not just my channel, which has been shifting to dream work, which is very intimate. It's very intimate. It's like showing your underwear. So, well, to me, that's what it feels like. So that's why I symbolically appeared the way I did in the beginning of the video. You see, what traveling and journeying through the dream will do is it will transform it completely. And it gives you some answers that you were seeking. And I was seeking some kind of something from my dreams about the direction that I'm heading in. And I've already received quite a few, but when you care about something and you feel vulnerable, you just want a lot of confirmation and support. So yeah, it's not just about my channel, it's about a lot of things. I mean, we're talking about decades of not belonging anywhere. I never fit into anything. I have a lot of history with that, a lot of healing towards how I don't fit in general. I was never supported in these kinds of things outside of my home. Yeah, I have that kid inside that feels like she doesn't fit in with the people, with the outer world. And this last half of 2018, I've been feeling like, you know, it's easy to say one is an introvert. I sure did. It totally protected that girl inside, you know, to say I'm an introvert, I'm antisocial, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is that I want to change that, and I've been changing that, and I've been doing the opposite affirmations and mantras where I say, you know, I'm not an introvert. I am totally social and happy, and I belong where I am. I fit in this society, I fit in this world, I belong in this world, belong in this planet. And I am seen, I am heard, I'm understood, and I have something to give, and I want to be of service. This has been the journey, this is what I'm going through, and I'm sharing it with you, whoever you are. And if you wish to subscribe, do so.